Source: Good morning, Mr. Brian. How are you doing? Brian: I'm doing fine. Let's continue our discussion about the shot glass, shall we? Source: I saw the Kilgallen's obituary in the New Orleans newspaper The Picayune, which prompted me to reread the Kilgallen book. On page 328 it states her friend Jean Bach was there at the inaugural gala and recalled seeing Kilgallen accept a shot of Jack Daniels from one of the musicians, and the next thing she knew, Kilgallen was ragingly ill and had to go back to New York. Here it shows an issue with a shot glass at the gala, and a shot glass involved in her death. Mr. Brian, this cannot be a conscience but an illusion of a conscience. This is pre-death of Marilyn Monroe and JFK. So it had to be on behalf of one of the Kennedys. So, are you starting to get the idea? Become a member, Brian. I am. Sounds very suspicious and I believe it. Strange how they forgot the Kilgallen book. Source: Some of this is considered common knowledge when Lee Israel started to look into this. In addition, much of this was common knowledge in 1968. Are you getting the drift of this conversation? The reason the New York police don't want to get involved this time is because these detectives weren't even born then, but if they had found out who was behind this, they wouldn't get involved anyway. I want to talk to you about the journalist Ron Pataky. He made false claims to Israel and Mark Shaw that he unintentionally met Kilgallen in Austria. On page 462, he knew Kilgallen as far back as spring of 1963. Kilgallen sent him a letter, and one of the envelopes was postmarked July 3, 1963. On page 462, it states the letter was postmarked 1963, but on page 386 it states the letter was postmarked July 3, 1964. I believe she did this to protect herself. On page 387, Israel talked to a woman who handled the room assignments at the Regency in 1963. But later on down the page, she mentions a movie titled The Carpetbaggers. At the opening party, she asked Nick LaPole if the out-of-towner, Ron Pataky, could sit at his table. Both Dorothy and Richard occupied an adjoining table. She and Pataky sat back to back and never spoke all evening. I did some fact-checking and discovered the movie The Carpetbaggers wasn't even released until April 9, 1964. On page 397, Israel talks about The Sound of Music and how she watched it at her home. She mentions that she and the out-of-towner junketed together again in late October to Rome, Florence and London. So she knew Ron Pataky was pulling her leg. We have more to discuss about Pataky. The next segment will be more conversation and facts about Ron Pataky. The next segment will be released sometime in January 2026. One more update for you. On December 13, 1964, we found Kilgallen as wearing the same cocktail dress as October 3, 1965 and October 7, 1965. Meaning Pataky must be in town.